We couldn't find rings that felt like us, so we flew to Bali, bought a gold nugget, melted it, and forged our wedding bands with our bare hands. Here's what happened, and why I'll never look at rings the same again. You reach that strange point in life where wedding ring sites start piling up in your favorite bar. You scroll websites, wander shops, even rummage through your mom's old jewelry box. But nothing really clicks. Every ring we saw felt off, like it was missing something I couldn't exactly name. At first I thought it was the design, maybe the color, the shape. I wanted mine black, she wanted them to match. So we talked about it, lovingly, and kept scrolling. But deep down, I think I was looking for meaning. Not just a band, a bond. Then fate twisted its way in. A friend of Nana's was organizing a yoga retreat in Bali. That was a really bad timing for us. It was total chaos. We were mid-wedding planning meltdown. But we looked at each other and said, "F it, let's go." And then Nana had this idea. "What if we make the rings ourselves in Bali?" And I was like, "Whoa, that's brilliant!" Then we googled. Turns out forging your own wedding rings in Ubud is a thing. Turns out we weren't so strange after all. And Bali, man, it's like another world where even time feels soft. In the middle of the jungle heat and incense smoke, we met the Forge Master. This quiet guy with hands like myth. We were shown the designs and we chose ours. Simple but with a twist. Just as we like it. But to make rings, you need gold. So the forge lady took us to a local shop. Now, I don't shop often, let alone for gold, let alone 11,000 kilometers from home, which is, for context, about 105,000 football fields away. So the guy pulled out this fat nugget of gold. I'm like, damn, that looks like a lot. Then the guy snips off a really tiny piece with scissors, like it was warm butter.
Oh my god, it's so small.
But this one real 24 key.
He weighted it, named the price, and boom! I suddenly understood the world's obsession with gold and made one of the weirdest feeling transactions of my life. This pile of cash for this pebble. Back at the forge, we dropped our little piece into the crucible.
Okay, no,
I think it's open.
11.
Gold mixed with little specks of other metals to toughen it, bring it down from 24K to around 16K. From pure to durable. Fire roared, colors changed, and what came out wasn't just metal. It was, in a way, potential. I'd never forged a ring before. I didn't know what came next. And when our blob cooled into what looked like a metal turd, I questioned the process. Briefly. But the forge master looked at us and simply smiled. Mostly because he didn't speak any English. But that's how creation works. It looks messy before it looks meaningful. Or at least that's what I hoped. So we hammered. Rolled it through,
We make it longer?
let's call it Elongator 1, a cranky thing that stretches the metal. And when it was long enough, snip. One half for her, one half for me. The same beginning, two destinies. Next came Elongator 2, a thick steel plate with shrinking holes.
Pull! Pull! Pull!
You pull your gold through each one, shrinking it, shaping it, sweating into it. Loved that. And that's when it hit me. This is the part that no store can sell you. Anyway, even the shop lady gave it a
So
go.
hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Then the forge master stepped in, only to make it look like poetry. Nana's ring had a twist, literally, bent in half, curved like a spiral. Mine? I wanted it raw, textured, so I used light hammering to make it look a little better word, marked. Then it was time to actually shape it into a ring, which I really sucked at. Then for whatever reason I don't remember, I was hammering on this little dot. As we all took our turns hammering it, I believe it must have been an important part of the process. Oh yeah, it was actually the join. A tiny dot of gold hammered flat, melted in to close the circle. As you can see, we all held our breath. Even a stranger walked over, curious. As the flame hit the ring, it glowed red, molten, luminous, alive. And in that moment, I swear I felt like Sauron forging the One Ring. Only this one wasn't for control, it was for connection. Which is better? Let me know in the comment section. Now only polishing was left. A little ultrasonic cleaning and there it was. Damn, I couldn't believe it. We were holding them in our palms like relics. From that single golden pebble, we had made our rings. Not just with hands, with intention, with fire, with care. That's when I understood what I'd been searching for wasn't just a story, it was creation. The knowing of how something came to be, the sweat behind the beauty, the fire behind the shine, the hands that held it all the way through. So if you were out there scrolling for rings, maybe what you're really looking for isn't on the screen. Maybe it's in the fire, in the forge, in the act of making something sacred with your own hands and with someone you love beside you.